My lovely friend said to me the other day, do you know that you do this all the time when you're singing, like, and stuck my tongue out? I'm like, no, I did not know I did that. And now I do.
Hello, welcome to the 13th floor. I'm Marty Duda, and today we have Eyreton Hall, and we have Toni Randle of Eyreton Hall.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming down. You're part of a duo, so it's Toni Randle and Andrew Keegan.
Yep.
I got to ask you, first thing, being an old guy, has anyone made an odd couple joke about you?
Yeah.
Toni Randle?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought maybe I'd be the first.
Many times.
Oh, all right, fine. We'll move on then. That was my whole thing. All righty. So you got an album out. It's called Feather Stitch.
Yeah.
And it's been out for about a month or so now.
Yeah.
How's things been going?
It's been great, actually. I've been really pleasantly surprised with the response we've been getting from people. So it's been really cool.
You were expecting a bad response?
Well, hopefully not. But you never know. You never know how things are going to go. So I've been getting some nice reviews and a little bit of interest, in Melbourne and a bit further afield in the States as well. So,
oh, cool.
Yeah, it's exciting.
So maybe you can just explain to us how the two of you work together to make this music.
Sure. So I think, sometimes we do write the songs together, but mostly for this album, it's been sort of solo writing. So either he's written the songs or I've written the songs. And I think a lot of the time, Andy will bring me all this new music, not our music, something else, and it will inspire me to write something. And we kind of use each other as a soundboard, if you like, and he'll tell me if it's really crap what I've written, and we put that one into the waste paper. Yeah. Or if it's kind of okay, we work on it, and vice versa.
Right.
So yeah, we kind of work off each other in that regard.
Alrighty. So you're going to perform 3 songs for us today.
Yeah.
And you have a third musician with you who is your brother, is that correct?
My little brother, Tim Randle.
So it's a family affair,
It's
the whole
a family
thing.
affair.
Alrighty. So the first song that we're going to hear from you is called Ladders. Maybe you can tell us a little background on that one.
Ladders was written in Christchurch, and I think we just sort of decided that we were going to leave Christchurch. We couldn't get a house. We have 2 little boys and 2 big dogs, and there was a rental shortage in Christchurch. So
this is all because of the earthquake?
Yeah, people would kind of see us coming, and just wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
So
and then the drums.
Yeah. We don't tell people about that normally. But yeah, so anyway, so we moved to Auckland, and I think it was just kind of me sort of dealing with that we were moving yet again, because we'd only just arrived from Melbourne. We were 18 months in Christchurch, and and leaving mum and dad, so all that sort of stuff. That's kind of what it's about.
Okay, well, let's give it a listen. This is Ladders.
Darkness is all but the same.
All right, we're back with Andy as well from Eyreton Hall. You're going to tell me about this next song that we're going to do.
Lovelessly, yeah. I wrote that one in Melbourne when we were both living in Melbourne. I guess it's just my attempt at a ballad, really.
Well, how would you compare the writing styles between you and Toni?
Tones comes up with, first of all, she writes on the piano. I mainly will write on guitar.
Hard to write on the drums, isn't it?
Yeah. Or I'll come up with a rhythmic idea. So
Right.
sometimes that does happen,
Yep.
funnily enough. And then we just bounce it off each other. And she'll fill in bits and I'll fill in other bits, and yeah.
And so this particular song came about how?
I think it was I was just noodling around and came up with the melodic ideas, and then tried to put lyrics to it that it wasn't necessarily about anything in particular. It was just sort of one of those songs that I want people to be able to put their own sort of story to, as cheesy as that sounds. But yeah, it was, yeah.
Is that the kind of song you prefer yourself? Do you prefer to, if you're listening to your favorite singer-songwriter, whoever that may be, who is your favorite singer-songwriter?
Favorite singer-songwriter? Oh, look, I like all sorts of stuff. I mean, anything from Ray Charles to Dylan, or
Right.
Stones, all that stuff.
Right.
Good stuff. So, yeah, I guess I like to put my own interpretation on things. I think most songwriters sort of appreciate people doing that. I would think, anyway. They don't want to get too.
Do you get worried that people will misinterpret or
not really.
what they're
I
hearing?
mean, that's totally up to them. They can come at it however they want. So, yeah.
Okay, great. All right, well, let's give it a listen. This is Lovelessly.
Daybreak, our sunrise is cold. No surprise, we sit side by side. Our sins come to light. So don't go. Stay with me, we'll talk breathlessly, we'll walk through the day, restless, gone what may. We gathered up the words we never said, rearrange them in our heads. We had enough of things that made no sense, so we're at the start again. We made a vow to never, ever, ever lie, 'cause the truth is like a song. So would you sing to me? Sing to me the change of the reasons you do remain. It's night, blind as love will light, a
Okay, we're back with Toni, and we have one last song to hear from you guys. This one is called Salt and Sixpence. What can you tell me about that?
Salt and Sixpence. I guess most of my songs are fairly ambiguous, really. This one I wrote in Melbourne,
Okay.
and I think it's kind of about and. Most of them are, poor Andy, as I air our relationship. So yeah, it was about, that whole thing of when you're in a relationship not wanting to step on anyone's toes and get in their space too much and trying to do that thing.
So how does that work? I mean, it must be kind
Very
of...
badly.
Yeah. I don't mean the stepping on the toes, but just the whole idea of, well, you're writing songs about the
living
person
together,
that
yeah.
you're with.
No, it's considering that we do, such a lot together, we never see each other.
Right.
Because he's working and I'm working and we're kind of like ships in the night, He does a day job thingy and then comes home and looks after the kids, and then I do the same thing,
So you communicate by song.
But yeah, kind of.
Instead of a note on the fridge.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's the next song.
No text, this is the song.
Cool. All right. So it's the end of the year. You're doing a New Year's Eve thing. Tell me about that.
Yeah, that's really exciting with Bernie Griffin. So I think we're opening for the New Year's Eve show at the King's Arms, I should say.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Always a good time.
Right.
I've been there a few times. Believe me, it's a good time.
Yeah, so
New
I'm
Year's Eve.
really excited to be doing that. So.
And then what have you got coming up in the new year?
In the new year, we've got a gig which we haven't actually locked in a date yet for at Uxbridge in Howick at the Creative Centre there.
Yeah.
So that will be really, really nice. And then we're hoping to do a little sort of a mini tour around New Zealand, particularly Christchurch. And yeah, maybe hit the festival circuit a little bit.
Cool. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Well, thanks guys for coming down. I really appreciate it, especially this time of year.
Yeah.
Everybody's busy and whatever, doing
it's awesome.
the Christmas
Thanks,
and holiday stuff. So have a good New Year.
You too.
And we'll leave you with one last song. It is Salt and Sixpence.
Awesome.
Salt and sixpence for your thoughts, never endings of souls, flat as the ocean. I will rock you gently, and I'll try to sway in time until you change keys. And all of the ladies and their gilded friends, their painted mouths barely concealing the disdain. Your false bravado makes for interesting reading. Nothing will ever grow if you don't stop the bleeding. And if you be my then I'll be the blue, and I'll try not to float too close to you. So flicker and dance, little light in the inky black sea of me. I'll sail out to greet you. To greet you. For every note that is perfect and true, your imperfections have a much brighter hue. For every look that's directed at me reflects in a mirror for all to see. And if you be my boat, then I'll be the blue, and I'll try free.